Okay, we are officially live and only 9 minutes late. I'm sorry, guys. I'm sorry. I'll bet some of you thought that I forgot about the time change. Well, rest assured, I did not. Hi, Miles. You are the first one in the stream. How are you doing? Bill, hello. History Travels, hey, first. Yep, you are first. Hi, everybody. Again, sorry for the delay. I did. Oh, shoot. I just realized I forgot to buy a marker for the Q&A. Oh, a hot paper. Oh. Hi, everybody. What's going on? Natalie, hello. That guy, hello. I did get the time, right? Yes, I did. 3:09. That's 6 p.m. Eastern time. So, yeah, we're good. We are officially good and live. Let's see here. That guy. I'm here, y'all. Y'all. How you doing? Natalie, hello. Live stream test. Testing. Is the audio okay? Can you guys hear me okay? Can you see me okay? Just give me a quick little check here. Jalen, hello. Oh, here comes everybody. Here comes everybody. Yep. More Britannic videos. Natalie, Sam. Let's see. Michelle, I hope I said your name right. Hi from Greece. Hi from Arizona. That guy. Yep, I can hear you. Excellent. So, guys, I have exciting news. So, a couple of reasons why I'm a little bit behind, but I am happy to report that I do have a new video completed, and it's a regular Historic Travels video. It's done. It's ready to go. And I am going to release it after this live stream is over. So, yeah, there we go. I got a new video all set and ready to go. So that's one reason why I was late. And then I had to make the Q&A. And then I had to go run some errands. So, I've had all kinds of stuff going on. Now for reaction to Brightside. No more Brightside for a while, okay? I don't want my channel to just become known as the Brightside reaction channel. I don't want that to be my thing. Doctor Who says, Sam, stop making videos as I sleep, please. Oh, I'm guessing we're in a different time zone. Let's see. Biggest Britannic fan says, what is worse, in your opinion, World War I or World War II? They were both absolutely terrible. They were both. World War I and World War II are both horrible wars, but they're horrible in different ways. You know, like World War II is so easy to like figure out who the bad guys were and all that. Like, you know, Nazis bad, you know, what Japan was doing bad and all that stuff. World War I is a lot more complicated. You know, I mean, like I was just listening to this big podcast about it, you know, and it's I always forget his name, that senator that got killed. Vietnam, I think. But yeah, World War I is so weird. You know, it's just like it's the best way to describe World War I. And I heard this analogy and it was perfect. World War I, you have all of these countries, okay? And some countries have alliances with some, and other countries have alliances with others. And if you mess with one, then you're going to mess with another one. They described it like a bunch of swords on top of each other. And if you mess with one, the whole thing's going to shake and collapse and everything. So both wars were horrible, but in different ways. Does that make sense? World War I is weird. And they were talking about this in the podcast that in the United States, if you're somebody who is really interested in World War I, you're considered a little bit of an oddity, you know, because World War I mean, sure, the U.S. was involved in it, but we didn't get involved until very late. So World War I didn't have a huge impact over in the States, not like it did over in Europe and all that. But World War II did. So World War II is just like every American knows about it. However, it's flipped for countries like Turkey, because Turkey was heavily influenced by World War I. I think World War I is the reason Turkey was even founded as a country. Correct me if I'm wrong. But yes, but Turkey wasn't that involved in World War II. So to them, it's flipped. World War I is the big one, but World War II isn't for them. So, I mean, it's weird. World War I is weird. Let's see here. Olivia 5, first super chat of the day. Let's see. Turkey was under the Ottoman Empire. Thank you, Dustin. Thank you. So, hey, Sam, you still owe me a pickaxe, by the way. Made a new build on the server behind my base. Cool. Oh, and Olivia, just so you know, I did check your area, and it does look like the Jedi Order has begun digging into your tunnel in the mountain where you made your base in Minecraft. So just keep that in mind. You see, Vea says, yep, during World War I, the Ottoman Empire fell. Gotcha. Cool. Thank you. Let's see here. Daniel says, hey, Sam, will you do a Titanic SOS version 2 live stream soon? I already did. I already did a live stream in Titanic. I did it before I did it before the game came out. The creators invited me in to, see it and talk about it and all that stuff. Let's see. We got that one. Let's see. Des says, hi from Ireland. Hello from West Virginia. Hello from Arizona. I hope you're well. Titanic Nerd says, have you seen Terminator? This is so going to become a meme. This is so going to become a meme. John Connor. Oh boy. Mean. I'll be back. Alex Haas. Yeah. Oh gosh. Let's see. Dude says, I am new here. This is a good place to be. Thanks, dude. Glad you're here. That guy, Sam Skynet Pence. Basketball says, Sam for president 2024. I don't think, okay, even if that was a serious comment, I don't think I would want to be president. I mean, seriously, the amount of stress that you go through. Like, has anybody noticed, like, when you look at past presidents in the US, like their before and after photos, like how white their hair gets, like just from the stress? It's like being president ages you so much. Like, oh my gosh. I'm good. I'm good. Let's see here. Let's see. Sam for president versus Mr. Beast. Mr. Beast for president. I think he's too young. Shoot, even I'm too young. Don't you have to be 35 to be president? How old is Mr. Beast? Like 25, I think. Let's see here. Oh gosh. Captain Jalen, too. Thank you. What if World War III happened? How would it happen? There's 1,000 ways that World War III could happen. The only reason that it hasn't happened is the balance of power. Like mutually assured destruction. Like if Russia did something with nuclear weapons or whatever, then we would do something. It's just like war games. If you've ever seen the old 1983 movie War Games with Matthew Broderick, an absolute masterpiece of a film, kind of an unknown classic, but yeah. The computer in it says a strange game. The only winning move is not to play, and that's pretty accurate. World War III would be really, really bad. Really, really bad. Let's see here. Wolf 5, thank you, Sam. I was playing Sea of Thieves, then you came on, and I had to stop playing. That's how much I enjoy your stream. Thank you so much. I need to get back into Sea of Thieves. I haven't played it in a while. Obsidian, if you're out there, we'll play again soon, man. Olivia, too, thank you. Why is it when you're on the server, I instantly die? Olivia, FYI, okay? Occasionally I'll do small things, but when you say things like you build a temple or whatever, and you say, this is the place where we will sacrifice Sam, are you surprised that I don't just, kill your character in Minecraft? Are you surprised after you say something like that I don't just go, kill Olivia. Boom. Are you surprised? I remember, I forget who said it, but somebody in the Discord, somebody in the thing said, I was wondering how that would go down when Olivia made that comment. Let's see here. Dustin says, note to self, do not call your base or bunker Sam proof. You will regret it. Yeah, somebody made a bunker in the Minecraft server to deal with my shenanigans. Carlos says, do another Brightside. It's been 2 months. Why? Like, why do you guys want another Brightside? Like, explain it to me. Like, seriously, like, I legit did one episode just for fun. I thought it would be like a one-off thing and I would never do it again. And now it's what, 8 or 9 episodes long? I mean, because it's funny. Miles, Sam, less than a month ago before Titanic 112. Yep, you're absolutely right about that. I did see the advertisement thing. I saw the advertisement that THG did about it. But you will be in the bright side of life. I'm sorry, what? Maritime, today marks 3 years since Historic Travels Discord server. Has it been 3 years? And today's the... Okay, number one, Maritime, how do you remember all this? How do you remember all these dates, Maritime? That's insane, in a good way. But I cannot believe it's been 3 years. I can't believe it. And have I been doing live streams weekly? How long have I been doing the weekly live streams thing? Because I remember at first I started doing it to commemorate like subscriber milestones. So 1,000 subs, 5,000 subs, 10,000 subs. I did it like that. I wonder when I started doing the weekly thing. I legit don't remember. At least a couple of years. Have I been doing them weekly for that long? That's insane. That's insane. David, 5, thank you. Do you find it suspicious that diving and expeditions to the Edmund Fitzgerald are off limits in the Great Lakes, but other wrecks are okay to dive? I don't know the full story about that. I don't know what determines like why they have the Fitzgerald blocked and other ones. How deep's the Fitz? Could that be a reason? How deep is the Edmund Fitzgerald? That's a question. But I'm not sure. I'm not sure why they would have it blocked off, but not others. What about the Bradley? Can you dive the Bradley or any of those other ones? I'm not sure. But Edmund Fitzgerald is definitely all due to the deaths on. But there have been deaths on other shipwrecks. I think that's what he's talking about, Dustin, like the Bradley. You know, all but everyone on board that ship died, but 2. No, terribly deep, I believe. Okay. So there could be a number of reasons, but yeah, I mean, if the Edmund Fitzgerald's off limits, you would think that the Bradley or the the Daniel J. Morrill, you would think that it would be off limits as well. Walker says because the Fitz is in Canadian waters and Canada classifies it as a grave. So it's in Canada's waters. That's why. That makes complete sense. Thank you so much for that, Walker. Thank you. That makes total sense. 5 from Nautilus. Thank you. Sam, me and a few others were having a chat last night about Lusitania and Titanic's icebergs. Huh? We were having a chat last night about Lusitania and Titanic's icebergs. Do you think? Oh, okay. Do you think Lusitania? How do you think Lusitania would have handled it? Worse. A lot worse. I mean, Lusitania could only handle. Lusitania was a much smaller ship than Titanic. So assuming that Lusitania was breached in the exact same way as Titanic, with her first 6 watertight compartments breached, Lusitania can only handle 2 compartments flooded and not sink. So yeah, Lusitania would have sunk rapidly. The only thing that could potentially have saved Lusitania in that situation, but still 6 compartments. I mean, and where Lusitania is smaller, that's probably almost half the ship. I don't know how many watertight compartments Lusitania has. But don't forget the longitudinal bulkheads, where she had those coal bunker bulkheads on the side. When those flooded with the torpedo strike, Lusitania developed a very sharp list to starboard almost immediately. And I was actually reading this thing about Lusitania, and there's an estimate that from that torpedo strike, the water getting inside of Lusitania, it came into the ship at a rate of 100 tons a second. 100 tons a second. That's how rapidly Lusitania was flooding. So part of that was the hull, and the other part was the forward motion of the ship, the forced flooding. So yeah, Lusitania was very, very, very bad. But anyway, I think it would have been worse. A lot of people like to give Titanic a bad rap, but Titanic was a very strong ship and a very well-built ship, and she handled the situation she was in. Titanic wasn't an impossible situation. Like, I get so tired of people saying, oh, Titanic was such a badly built ship. Why would they do that? No, it wasn't. You're talking about a space from the front of the ship to just after the first funnel. That's about 1/3 of the ship's length was breached from the iceberg. And yet she stayed afloat for nearly 3 hours. That is an extremely well-built ship. It was just in an impossible situation. Look at Costa Concordia. So, Lusitania would roll over within an hour. Yeah, I'd probably say so. Britannic fan says they also say Britannic was weak. Britannic wasn't weak. Britannic could handle more damage than Titanic. It was just Britannic sank because the nursing staff opened up the windows. But yeah, Maritime, just like a Yamato. Okay, hey, Maritime, just out of curiosity, okay? Why the Yamatos? Like, what got you so into the Yamatos? I'm curious. Let's see here. Villager says, Sam, do you think Queen Mary can handle Titanic's iceberg better or worse? If I had to guess, like, I don't know a lot about the way the Queen Mary is designed. I don't know her bulkheads. I don't know enough about the Lusitania's plans to say anything with certainty. But, shot in the dark, I would say she'd handle it probably about the same, maybe better. But, I mean, come on, she was built in the 30s. She's got to be better built than Titanic was. So, but that's a shot in the dark. I don't know. I don't know enough about it. I don't know enough about it to say. Drez says you should make a video on the Britannic movie. I'm good. I'm good. I don't need that. I don't need that in my life. I've heard the movie's terrible. By the way, just out of curiosity, this is the first live stream I've done since my sleeping sun video. What did you all think? I never, ever thought I would make a video with Sleeping Sun as the music. I never thought I would do that. Incredible Samfire. It was good. Super cool. The national anthem of sinking ships. You did such an amazing job and work. Thanks, TRZ. Mysterious. It was glorious and inspirational. Thank you. Yeah. So literally I had no plans for that. Like I did not plan that out. I didn't know anything about it. But then I was watching YouTube one evening and a Lusitania Sleeping Sun video popped up in my feed. And I watched it and I was looking at it and I'm like, I could do this better. And so literally I just got up and got on the computer and went, I just got to work on it. So it was a complete impulse decision, but you know what? I think it turned out pretty good. I've watched it a couple of times. Let me guess. The Remuth video? I don't remember. I don't know who put it up. It was just Lusitania, Sinking Sun, or Sleeping Sun, and bada bing, bada boom. I wish for this night time to last for a life. Now that song's stuck in my head. TRC says, can you do Titanic Sleeping Sun for the next video? No, no. I don't think Titanic would be good for Sleeping Sun. I don't know. It's just Titanic's already got music associated with it, so I don't. Yeah. And Wilson says copyright. Yeah, that's true too. So yeah, the Lusitania video is not monetized. So anytime you use music like that, you're not going to be able to get it monetized. So that's another thing. The Lusitania video was a fun project. You know, it was a fun project. So Ben says, Sam, guess what? I have no idea. Bridge says, I heard that song before. Cool, cool, cool. Titanic in my heart will go on. Jiminy Christmas. Look at that. Maritime says, now put Sleeping Sun on every ship. If I do any more Sleeping Sun videos, I'll just put them on the Hangout channel. I'll just put them on there. That was my original plan. I legit did not even consider putting this on the Historic Travels channel until you all were talking about it. Okay, the chat is actually blowing up a little bit. All right, we're going to do a small slow-mo just so I can keep up a little bit. All right, 10 seconds. That should be good. There we go. Got that. Cool. Okay, let's see. Gamer says, hey, Sam, 2 questions. 1, what area of the Titanic do you think they should explore? And also, if you could pick one artifact to recover, what would it be and why? They've done a pretty good job of exploring the wreck, at least getting into the areas that are accessible. Is the, have they gotten, I think I've asked this before and people said that they have. It's just like a big dark room. But have they gotten into the first class dining room? People said they have. It was just a big black void. But I would like to see in detail. I don't recall ever seeing dive footage of the first class dining room. I don't recall ever seeing that. I know they got into the reception room. So there you can see that in the James Cameron Ghost of the Abyss document. That's where those lead glass windows are. But I don't know if they ever got into the first class dining room. I think it was crushed. Did that stretch into the breakup zone? Yeah, it probably did. That probably did stretch into the breakup area now that I think about it. Not all of it, though. But anyway, I'd like to see more detail of that. And my favorite artifact that I wish they could recover is the clock. So I've talked about this countless times, but in one of James Cameron's Titanic dives, he got into the Strauss cabin. And that was the cabin, in case you don't know, where they modeled it after Jack and Rose's cabin, or Rose's cabin where Jack drew Jack drew Rose. There we go. And anyway, James Cameron got in there, and hang on, I'll show you.
Said, we've been together.
The Strauss cabin, yes.
Here it is.
Oh, say it's not the clock. Say it is not the clock on the mantle. Oh my God.
Like, look at that. It's the fireplace, and sitting on top of the fireplace is the clock.
Oh yeah, look.
That is incredible. That is still there. Like, the room's gone, but that clock is still there. Like, I would be just like James Cameron, be like, say it's not the clock. Say it is not the clock on the mantle. Like, I would absolutely lose it. So TRC says, I meant how long the Titanic bow wreck will stay long. Like how long until it decays? It's decaying already, but I'd say it'll probably remain standing for at least another 100 years. But Lynn says, nice and thank you. I agree. And I believe they explored the dining room and the clock is frozen in time that day. Yeah. So if anybody, hey, favor, please, if anybody can find any dive footage of them exploring the first class dining room, please send that to me on Discord or send me screenshots because I would really, really like to see that. There was 5 from Olivia. Thank you so much. Once you find the T-Flood video, you should use it with the Sleeping Sun song. That would be absolutely hilarious. That would be so fun. You know what? I might contact YouTube again after I archive the stream, after the stream is over, and see if they've got the, I might try to ask them if they can get it again. Let's see. Michigan says, are you ever going to spend the night in the infamous B340 room in the Queen Mary? No. And mostly because I am not paying that money. I mean, seriously, it's stupid. It's stupid. And so we've talked about this before. My opinion on ghosts on the Queen Mary. Okay, so my thing with ghosts, all right, I'm 50-50 on it. You know, like there are some things, there are some paranormal things that you absolutely cannot explain, but a lot of other things can be explained, okay? So I think a lot of stuff that people say that they're hearing on the Queen Mary can be rationally explained. And you also have to remember the walls are crazy thin. So you may just end up hearing your neighbors, like what happened to. Yeah, what I went through was more traumatizing than any ghost, but you guys already know that story. But yeah, that was okay. Like I'm just gonna. Oh yes, that story. Like, oh, that was awful. That was absolutely awful. Oh gosh, that was. I'm just sitting there and I'm just like, dude, you are. Anyway, but I think a lot of the ghost stuff on the Queen Mary is really overblown. Okay, and I really don't like it when people like go there and like oh, the ship is ugly. How could people have spent any time here? What the heck is this? Look how haunted. Look how spooky the ship is. I'm like. That really gets on my nerves. I mean, the Queen Mary is a marvel. She is one of the most beautiful ocean liners in the world. And I mean, it drives me nuts when people do that, you know, and just anyway, so I don't. Those people are there just for YouTube views. Yeah, 100%, 100%. Yeah, 100%. They're just there just for the views and everything. They don't know anything about the ship's history. And I don't like it that the Queen Mary became known for that. I don't like it at all that it became known for that. So anyway, but I mean, I would believe that there are ghost stories there though. Anyway, moving on. Logan, thank you. Today and the next week and a half marks the 80th anniversary of the 1944 eruption of Mount Vesuvius. Oh, interesting. Yeah, I do remember. That was the last eruption, right? During World War II. That's crazy that she went off during World War II. Absolutely insane. Thanks for the 5, Logan. I did not know that. Wolf, thank you. Who were the guarantee group for the Lusitania and Mauritania? I have no idea. So I do not know the engineering crew with the Lusitania and Mauritania like I do the Titanic and all that. I know Captain Turner, but my knowledge of all the crew members on the Lusitania is limited. I know a couple of the passengers, Avis Dolphin. She was a little girl on board. I know, oh, shoot. Oh, look at that. I forgot it. The guy who made his own life jacket, Maritime knows. The guy who made his own custom life jacket. But yeah, so I know a few people, but I don't know the whole thing. And I'm sure he's already said it. That's it. Only the captain, XD. Dwight Harris. That's it, Maritime. That's it. But yeah, I don't know a lot of the crew and all that stuff. And of course, I know Vanderbilt. Yes, the richest man on Lusitania. But yeah, Maritime. That's it. Only the captain, XD. But yeah, I know enough about Lusitania, but I'm not a full expert on it like I am like Titanic or anything else. Thanks for the 5, Wolf. Jennifer, 5. Thank you. What's up, Sam? What's up, Jennifer? How's it going? You know, let's see. Heart beating. air in my lungs. It's a good day. It's a good day. On that, I'll tell you all that story later. But let's see. I just got home from seeing the Chosen season 4 finale. I can't think of any questions. My mind's broken. Here's some money. Thank you so much for the 5, Jennifer. I have not watched The Chosen yet. Okay. I've seen clips of it. And honestly, from what I've seen of it, it looks like a masterpiece. And I do love it how they gave Jesus a little bit of a sense of humor in the show. Like, it's so funny when they throw the fishing net into the water and they go, and then Jesus goes, and then the boat goes, and they all go flying. That made me laugh so much when I saw that. I was just like, that was absolutely hilarious. So anyway, but yeah, from what I've seen of it, they did a good job. They did an absolutely good job. Let's see. Steven says, isn't it a national disgrace that the SS United States has never been helped out by the U.S. government and is now facing eviction from her birth? What do you think should happen to her from there? Has the Queen Mary been helped? That's my question. Like the state of California bought the Queen Mary, right? So, and look at what's happened to her. I don't think that the government has ever, like the federal government, has ever done anything with the Queen Mary. I do remember them thinking that they need to classify her as like a national monument, which I think they should. But the Queen Mary's had nothing but funding problems. And the same with the SS United States. Like the SS United States, it needs to be saved. It needs to, in my opinion, if they could get the money, the ship needs to be repaired because we only have really 2 Golden Age liners left. I mean, okay, sure, we've got the QE2, but it's an important ship in history. But again, it's not a Golden Age liner. It came later. So I think it should be saved. Worst case scenario, okay? They can't find a place to put it. They can't, there's something. They should sink her. If they can't save her, they can't restore her, they can't find a place to put her, I think they should turn her into an artificial reef. At least that way, she'll be saved in some form. Just to be clear, I don't want that to happen, but I would rather see her sunk than scrapped. That way, at least a part of her will still remain. Does that make sense? I mean, scuttling from maritime. Yeah, I would rather see her turned into an artificial reef than just have her disappear from the world. Historic Production says that's why that'd be polluting the environment. No, it wouldn't be. I mean, they turn shipwrecks into artificial reefs all the time. What they do is they go in, they take out all of the materials that would be harmful to the environment, and then the ships become a habitat for fish and all kinds of other stuff, because we are losing coral reefs. So it wouldn't hurt the environment. It would actually help out undersea life. At least that way, the United States would still be doing something. But anyway, so that's my 2 cents on that. That is my 2 cents on that. There's already over 3 million ships at the bottom of the sea. 1 extra wouldn't do much. Okay, fair point, Maritime. But let me ask you this, Maritime. Would you rather have the United States gone forever, or would you rather still have it around in some way? That's my logic. That's my logic. I would like to see her saved, but I definitely don't want to see her scrapped. So, I was responding. Oh, okay. I see what you're saying. I thought you were responding to me like you disagreed with me, Maritime. Thought you disagreed with me. Let me grab that. Hi, Millie. I saw you hop in for a second. I lost your comment, but I saw you. Oh, there you are. Hi, Sam. Hi, everyone. Hi, Millie. I hope you're doing well. How's life in Argentina? You guys are heading into winter now, right? Millie says, I finally made it to a live stream. It's been a while, Millie. Well, I'm glad you're here. I've missed having you around on the streams. Let's see here. Says that makes sense. Yep. That makes sense. Cool. Okay, Gallium says, hear me out. Scuttle the United States and turn it into a coral reef. I mean, that's exactly what we were talking about. Bendy says, Sam, did you know the Titanic is going to be 112 years old? Gasp. Actually, it'd be more accurate to say it'd be 113 years old because 112 is when she sank, but she was actually launched in May 31st of 1911. So in May, she would technically be 113 years. So there we go. There we go. Let's see here. Britannic fan says people must not forget that Olympic is gone forever, but we still have Titanic and Britannic underwater. Yeah, yep, that's true. Says yes, it's 112 years since her death, but not her birth. I would rate a ship's birth at the time period that she was at her launching. At the time of her launching. The sinking is 112 years old, LOL. Maritime artifacts of the Olympic do exist. Yeah, but it's like we talked about maritime. Like, as I said in my previous Olympic video, I do completely understand why the Olympic was scrapped. You know, I understand it. And if I would have been alive at the time, I would have supported that decision. But looking back on it, you know, now, like if they could have saved the Olympic, you know, and didn't need to scrap her, and the crash of 29 hadn't happened, and the economic crisis all over the world, I wish she would have been saved, but you know, wasn't meant to be. Hey guys, curious question. I'm asking the chat. Curious question. How well do you think Old Reliable would have done during World War II? Do you think, you know, just me, I think the Old Reliable would have done a good job as a running mate to the Queen Mary. Not really, but you know, like have the Queen Mary, the Gray Ghost going one way, and have Old Reliable operating. I think that'd be pretty cool. I think that would be pretty cool. Nia says, nah, I'm not terribly sure. I mean, sure, Olympic was an old ship. I'm being funny, okay? But I think it'd be pretty cool. Olympic was such a lucky ship that even though she's old, I think she would have made it. I think Olympic was so lucky. Like, I mean, she survived the Hawk collision, the Grand Banks earthquake, you know, she got hit by a torpedo, didn't detonate. She rammed a freaking U-boat. I mean, like, she was called Old Reliable. Maritime says, Olympic would have been sunk by Bismarck or her sister. Sorry, Sam. Maritime, here's the thing, okay? It's Old Reliable, okay? And the power of Old Reliable, there would have been a round would have been fired from the Bismarck. It would have been coming towards the Olympic, and then it magically would have veered off and hit the water. Do not question the power of Old Reliable. Do not question. Old Reliable, but was old. Right. Okay, hang on. I gotta catch up with these super chats. Let's see here. Jalen, too. Thank you. Sam, do you like horror movies? What are your favorites? As a general rule, no. As a general rule, no. I'm not into horror films too much. I like thriller movies, and I mean, there is a series of horror films, sort of horror. They should be thriller more than horror, but besides jump scares, they're not scary. But I am watching those right now. I'll give you a hint to what I'm watching in a minute. But generally, no. But I did like Ghost Ship and stuff. Jonathan 5, thank you. Do you know any history of ships that were built here in Maine? My late grandfather was a metal bender at Bath Iron Works in Maine, building destroyers. No, unfortunately, Jonathan, I don't know a lot about the history of Maine and maritime. I do know that there's one thing in Maine that I really want to come up there and see. I saw some video that there's a forest trail and there's 3 old abandoned steam trains, like just in the woods somewhere. And I really want to go out there and make that hike. I'm sure you know what I'm talking about, but I would love to come up there and see them. And whenever I do, I'm going to document it. But that's something I would really, really like to see. Okay, and in regards to the horror films that I'm watching, all right, I'm going to quote something. I'm going to quote something from the movie, and you guys tell me if you know what it is. Live or die, make your choice. Can anybody guess what I'm watching right now? Live or die, make your choice. Saw. Yeah, I'm watching the Saw films right now. Jigsaw, Saw. Yeah, you guys know. Nope. Saw. You guys immediately got it. LOL. Oh gosh. They're not the greatest films ever made, but they're not terrible either. Saw is super. Not really. Let me tell you one thing that terrified me when I was a kid. And I went back and rewatched it recently, and I'm like, this scared me. It was those stupid freaking beetle things in The Mummy, the original Mummy, like the ones that like get under your skin. You can see them like going up your arm. Like that terrified me when I was a little kid. Like that, and then I go back and rewatch it. I'm like, this scared me. what the heck? But yeah, those beetles scared the living crap out of me when I was little. If you guys know what I'm talking about. Walker says, I mean, I can understand why. Right. Let's see here. We got that one. Empire 5. Is that the last one? Yeah, we got it. Empire 5, thank you so much. If Titanic 2 gets up and running and actually happens, would you book a room and do a live stream exploring the ship? Empire, I've talked about this before, but I'm kind of mixed opinions on building a Titanic 2. It depends on how they do it. You know, I don't want Titanic to become I'm trying to think of the right way to talk about it. If you're going to make a historical film or you're going to make, a video or some kind of media around Titanic, but you're trying to stay true to the story of Titanic and respect the disaster and all of that, then I'm completely okay with it. You know, like the James Cameron film. Sure, it's a fictional love story, a really cheesy love story at that, but still, everything around them is historically accurate. At least they tried to be based on what we knew in the 90s. And I respect the film. I think it's a great film because it really paints a picture of what happened to Titanic. Same with The Night to Remember and all this other stuff. And Titanic museums, it's telling the story. If Titanic 2, quote unquote, happens, if they try to commercialize it, okay? Like, you have to remember, Titanic is a dinghy by modern day ship standards. And I don't want Titanic to become a thing where, we're going to go sail on Titanic. And if it's not telling the story, of what happened, and they're just commercializing the Titanic name and everything, I don't want that to happen. I don't want them to build a Titanic 2. I don't, because I would feel like it's disrespectful to the disaster. But if they honor the story, they honor the sinking, maybe find a way to do it that commemorates the story and pays tribute, and it teaches you about Titanic, then I would be more okay with it. Because, you have to remember, it's not Titanic. If you tried to build Titanic today, it wouldn't be legal to sail on it. Number one, the different class structure at the time, first class, second class, third class, how they had unequal accommodations. And I don't want that. Third class only had two bathrooms for all of third class. Now, I'm not talking about toilets. They had plenty of toilets, but places where you could bathe, they had two. So, yeah, build Titanic 2 the way the Titanic was built, and it would not be legal to operate it. So, I'm just saying. So, building a Titanic 2, it really wouldn't be Titanic. So, they're just trying to commercialize on the Titanic name and all that, and I don't want that. Now, if you built a museum ship or something like that, or maybe, I don't know if you should call it Titanic 2. My thoughts are getting all twisted now. I'm mixed on it, okay? If they find a way to do it and honor the story of Titanic and tell the history of Titanic, then I'm more okay with it. But if they're just going to commercialize off the name, and I even heard something that this guy was wanting to build a fleet of Titanics. No, I am completely against that. You're just commercializing it. You don't care about the history or the story or commemorate those who lost their lives. I'm completely against that. So I hope that makes sense. That's something that I heard that this guy was wanting to do, a fleet of Titanics, and just, yeah. Anyway, I hope I'm making sense. Do you guys understand what I'm trying to say here? You guys, yeah. So, let's see. Chick says it would. Well, if it is true, that would be a bit disrespectful. But if it's like learning new things, then yeah, it was fine. Yeah. Says this. I agree, but I'm also against Titanic 2 because of the political popularity. For all the political popularity of Clive. Political popularity. I'm against Titanic. I'm so against Titanic because of all the political popularity of Clive. I don't know what that is, says. I'm not familiar with all of that. Some clarification would be nice. I don't know about his political stuff or his stunts. Is Clive the guy who is that Australian billionaire? Is that his name? Let's see here. Jennifer 10, thank you. Okay. My mind is fixed. I thought of laughing face. Yes. The Chosen is a masterpiece. You should come and see it sometime. Anyway, were there any artifacts recovered from the Lusitania that you find interesting, and why? As far as artifacts recovered, the propellers are interesting, but I'm mixed on if they should have been recovered or not. There was one guy who he spent like 10 years writing a book. and it was something about the beauty of life or something about life. Okay. And he had been spending 10 years of his life writing it. He hand wrote it and had one copy, and he lost it in the sinking. He was like, just going to do one copy and then he's going to publish it. And he never published it. He was almost done with it, and it was lost in the sinking. I feel so bad for that guy. Can you imagine spending 10 years of your life working on something and it's just gone? Dark says, was thinking Clive Cussler when Clive was mentioned, author raised the Titanic. Okay. But can you imagine that? That would suck, like losing a book like that. And there's all kinds of stuff that'd be cool to see from Lusitania. There was like there was some artwork on board. I can't remember what it was, but apparently it'd be worth a fortune today. But yeah, I mean, it'd be cool to see whatever they recovered from Lusitania. Let's see. We got that one. Thanks for the 10, Jennifer. Jalen, too. Thank you. What if Britannia, if it didn't sink? What's your theory? Britannia. Are you talking about Britannic, Jalen? Are you talking about the Royal Yacht Britannia? Or because Britannic sank, but Britannia didn't. It's a floating museum ship. Or is there another Britannia that I'm not thinking of? I know about the Royal Yacht Britannia. Britannia ship. Let me see. The Royal Yacht Britannia. Yeah, that's what came up. The Royal Yacht Britannia. I don't know of any others. I'm guessing the bottom of the chat's got it. Britannic. Okay, Britannic. I was like, wait a minute. The Royal Yacht Britannia got hit with autocorrect. I meant Britannic. Says, so Clive Palmer is a politician and a billionaire, and I think he's running for prime minister at the moment, and he promised because he's what he's doing is basically a boost for him to make people vote for him. Wait. So are you saying he's running for prime minister to get people to give him the funding or help him build Titanic II? Please don't tell me that that's what you're talking about. Or no, wait. No, wait. He's building Titanic II to get a political boost for him to become prime minister. Okay, I got that flipped. Please don't tell me that's really what he's doing. Please do not tell me that's what he's doing. Building Titanic II as a political stunt. That is terrible. Please do not tell me that that's what he's doing. That is shady as all give out. Holy crap. That's what's going on. That is terrible. That is terrible. Oh. Okay. As a general rule, I do not get into politics on this channel, like with a few passing remarks here and there, but that is you're building the Titanic II for political reasons. You're not building it to commemorate the Okay. Sweet serenity. Okay, let's Sam rant coming rage moment. I mean, it's awful. It's awful. You're not commemorating the story, the history of everyone who lost their lives. You're doing it as a political. This is no different to me than seeing Queen Mary associated with ghosts. That's not the point of the ship. That's not the history of the. Does this guy even like Titanic, or is he just into it because of the name? Does this guy even know anything about it, or is he just going to pull a bright side? Okay, you know what? All right, I need a moment. I can feel my blood. I can feel my blood. Let's see here. Probably not from. Yeah. Okay. All right. Anyway. Okay, probably just watch the movie. That's it. Yeah, I guess. All right, just okay. Moving on. Okay. Let's see. We got that one. Okay. And if if Britannic didn't sink, what's your theory? She probably would have continued on and been scrapped in the 30s or the 40s. Like she might have actually made it as a hospital ship for a time. Aquitania was used during World War II, right? Aquitania wasn't scrapped until the 50s, if I recall. Correct me if I'm wrong. But she might have done some work during World War II. Jalen, too, thank you. Look up Hotel Transylvania 3 Legacy Ship. After the stream, I'm a little bit terrified. The only thing is the Transylvania series. Is that the source of that meme, the McDonald's thing, the hamburger, cheeseburger, Big Mac, Whopper, hamburger, cheeseburger, Big Mac? That made me laugh. That made me laugh when I saw that meme. Empire 5. There's a billionaire who wants to build a complete replica of the original. He wants to set sail. Yeah, we just talked about that, Empire. Thank you for the 5. We just talked about that. Henry, have you heard of a Yamaha Superjet? No, I have not, Henry. What is that? Jonathan, too, thank you. There's also an old Crash B-52 bomber in Maine. Very cool. Very cool. I definitely want to check those out. Did I see? Oh, yes, 5 from Jonathan as well. Yes, the ghost trains. They are about 4 hours away from me. Here in Hancock County, we have a steam engine being restored. Maine Central Force said that is so cool. Speaking of steam trains, Tom Linsky did a thing about a Pennsylvania railroad train that derailed in New York. That was crazy, and I had never even heard of that. Nautilus 5, thank you. It's so upsetting, frustrating that this event in history is being put about like a Ferrari play toy. It's an event where 1,496 people died. 100% agree. 100% agree. You know, one of the most deep lines in the James Cameron Titanic film. So all of us are into Titanic. You know, all of us come here. You know, we do these weekly streams. We talk about it. We talk about the history and things that happen and all this other stuff. And while it is incredibly interesting to learn what happened to the ship and the science of it, we can never forget that it is a tragedy, you know, and 1,496 people did die when the ship sank. And with all of the hate that people like to give the James Cameron film, and sure, the film has its problems, like the cheesy love story, but the James Cameron film, the one thing that it shines on above anything else is it really makes you feel like you were there and you saw the sinking, especially after the ship sinks and you see all of those people in the water. You know, I mean, Maritime says approximately 1,500 to be more. Actually, no, Maritime. They, the Titanic Honor and Glory guys talked about it. The official death toll from Titanic is 1,496. That's the official death count. But yeah, that movie does a great job of making you really feel like you're there, you know? Or you experienced it. And there's this one line at the end of the movie. The guy that was looking for the diamond, I forgot his real name. But anyway, he says this line, 3 years. I've thought of nothing except Titanic, but I never got it. I never let it in. And that line right there. And I'm like, because you've always got to remember. You've always got to remember, you know, that it's a tragedy and that so many people died, you know, and the James Cameron film did a great job of really making you feel like you were there, you know. That's what I'm trying to say. And you can never forget that when we're studying Titanic, you know. Oh, it's Brock, LOL. Oh, okay, the guy's name is Brock. Cool. Maritime says, from where? The passenger list that was definitely authentic and not full of the passenger list that was definitely authentic and not full of mistakes. What are you talking about, Maritime? Maritime, I don't know where the 1,496, where they got that, but that is what they've talked about. They've talked about it in live streams and other things, like 1,496. That I've heard it somewhere, and it was from one of their things, I'm sure. But yeah, that's, as far as I know, that's the official death toll from Titanic, 1,496. But as far as survivors, I still haven't seen the exact number for that, or if they've updated. Like whenever I look up the survivors, it jumps around. Like I've seen 704, 708, 712, 706, 705. Like I see it all over the place. So I don't know the exact. I don't know if it is known. But yeah, so that's what I've seen. Says as on a sea of glass. Okay, but yeah, that's the one thing that I still haven't seen a definitive number on it. Studio says it isn't for money. It was a tragedy. Where 1,496. Yep. 100%. Let's see. We got that one. Okay. You'll be shocked by the Hotel Transylvania 3 legacy ship. Look it up. You'll find it interesting. All right. You know what? Fine. All right. I'll look it up right now. Give me a second. Why do I have a feeling I'm going to be traumatized by this? Or it's going to make me rage. Let's see here. Google. Okay. Hotel Transylvania 3 ship. Let's see what it is. What the heck is that? No. No, they did not. No. Oh, that is. This isn't real, is it? This isn't real, is it? I mean, this can't be real. This can't be real. This can't. Oh, don't. Oh no, no. That Sam, it is. Yes, it's real. Nope, it's real. It was in the movie. We warned you. Why did you have to put that into my mind? Why did you? Okay, you know what? Hey, Jalen, just for that, I'm releasing the video tomorrow. Okay, just for that, I'm not going to release my new video tonight. I'm going to release it tomorrow. That's for putting that into my mind. Okay, I am not releasing my new video today. I am just going to put that in. I am going to do that. We're just going to. No. Sorry to please forgive me. I am just for that, forget it. No new video. We're gonna do it tomorrow. And here we go. Sam Rachel alert. Okay. Come on. Okay. Jalen says, I'm so sorry, Sam. Thanks a lot, Jalen. Sam is angry. You don't want to make Sam angry. Oh gosh. All right. I'm joking. But I figured that would get a good reaction. Seriously, what is it with these people and making a Titanic looking ship and then just do something weird with it? Empire 5, thank you. I want to walk around new Titanic and take pics, but I wouldn't ride in it because I know the odds of it happening again is rare, but why tempt fate? It is naturally just bad luck to name a ship after one that sunk, if you believe the maritime legends and all that. But yeah, I don't care really. I mean, it's not something that I'm getting excited about. It's not really Titanic, I feel like, okay, before I learned what Says told me, he was building it for the wrong reasons. And now I feel like that more than ever. And I don't like to see, all right, so I feel connected to Titanic, I've always, oh shoot. Dang it. Oh, okay. I had another mind blank. So the maritime artist Ken Marshall, back when Titanic was first found, he was commissioned to do these paintings. I'm sure you all have seen Ken Marshall's paintings of Titanic. And he was commissioned to do these paintings where he would take a bunch of small photographs and then he would combine them into one big painting or image of the Titanic, okay? And Ken Marshall said that, he always felt connected to Titanic, like it was his ship. And he felt like, he would see his ship when he saw the images of it, he would see it at the bottom of the ocean and it would be in this beautifully preserved state, And anyway, when he put his images together and painted it, he said he had this moment of shock when he saw the destruction and the devastation the ship went through. And he said when he was done, like a tear started to come down. And then a coworker came down to check on him. He's like, hey, Ken, what's going on? And he's like, are you okay? And Ken said that he looked up at him. He said, my ship is gone. And I understand what he's talking about, even though I'm not, I have no, okay. So where I've been interested in Titanic for so long, and I feel like I have this connection to it. I feel like Titanic is my ship, it's all of our ship, we all have a connection to it. And when I see this billionaire guy or anybody trying to do something bad with it, like Brightside or whatever, I take it personally. I'm like, you are insulting the history and you are insulting, the community who really wants to see the story and the legacy of Titanic told correctly. And I hate it. I hate it because I hate it when people are getting the wrong idea about it, like stupid documentaries like the Coal Fire or they were switched or any of that other nonsense. And anyway. Okay, so I hope I'm making sense here. Tamara says, I know what you mean. Polly agree. Thanks. I mean, Logan says, well, same here. Well said. Thanks, guys. Thanks. It's just, I don't like it. Titanic means a lot to me, just like I know it means a lot to all of you. And I think the best way to, honor the ship and the disaster and everybody who lost their lives is to tell their story right, not butcher it or do stuff with it for the wrong reasons. And unfortunately, a lot of people do not feel that way. So it's a tragedy. It's a tragedy. I still remember when Titanic II was announced. Oh gosh. So wait. Just out of curiosity, on that note, is that why you guys like the Brightside series so much? Because a lot of you feel the way I feel, and when you see what they do, Brightside, that's why you guys like watching me vent and rage so much. It's like I'm lashing out your all's feelings and emotions. Is that why the Brightside series is so popular? Yes, yeah, pretty much. I think you hit the nail on the head there from Alfredo. You got it. Bam Sam is sentimental. Yeah, I guess. Listen, I'm 32 years old and I'm already sentimental. I can't imagine what I'm going to be like when I'm an old guy, like when I'm an old man. Oh gosh, I'm going to be so sentimental. There's a book that I really like called The Martian. It's about a guy who's stuck on Mars. His crew thinks he's dead, so they leave him behind, and he's alive, and it's how he would survive. And anyway, there's this part in the book where he's walking up a crater, and he's talking to himself, and he goes, "I can't wait till I have grandchildren. When I was a kid, I had to walk to the rim of a crater uphill, and in an EVA suit." On Mars. I wonder if I'll be sentimental about Mars later. Just the way that he talks to himself, I'm like, I would be just like that in his situation, and it makes me laugh. It makes me laugh. Let's see here. What's Olivia venting about? Olivia said something. If it gets us another video, then yes. What's Olivia talking about? I'm concerned. Let's see. Dark says, wasn't Martian made into a movie? It was. It's not as good as the book, but it is very, the movie's all right. There's this one moment in the book where he's trying to make water out of hydrazine. It's a rocket fuel. And, or hydrogen, yeah. And anyway, or if it's not a rocket fuel, it's a chemical rocket fuel. I'm pretty sure it is rocket fuel, but correct me if I'm wrong. Anyway, he's trying to make water out of hydrazine. And he is separating the compounds of it. And anyway, he accidentally fills his hab up with hydrogen. And I don't know if you guys know about hydrogen and the historical significance of hydrogen. But yeah. Anyway, listening to him vent and freak out about how he had a hab that was 70% hydrogen. Oh snap. Yeah. So what he does to get rid of it in the book is he decreases the hab's oxygen to like 1% or 2%, just enough to hold a flame, but not enough to explode. So he's talking about it. So he's burning it off, and he's talking about, yes, this is working great. I am burning off hydrogen and I'm making water in the process. Everything is going well, and everything went great right up to the explosion. And that's how he words it. Everything went great right up to the explosion. So yeah, he blew up the. He was wearing an oxygen mask so he could breathe, but he wasn't wearing an airtight suit. So every time he took a breath, he was letting more and more oxygen into the room until eventually, while he was burning it off, he put enough oxygen into the air to make hydrogen go. But yeah, so anyway, it's a fantastic book. I highly recommend it. Anyway, so I did not think I would start talking about The Martian, but it is one of my favorite books of all time. So, oh gosh. Jalen, too, thank you. Please forgive me, Sam. I didn't mean to make you rage. And how many times, Jalen, did you tell me to look at that? I saw a few comments from you earlier. I just didn't get to read them. I was scrolling through, but you mentioned the ship a few times. So I have a hard time believing that you didn't want me to rage. I'm a little bit sus. A little sus. I'm just saying. Just tiny bit sus. Jonathan, 5 again. Thank you. Another place here in Maine you might be interested in is Fort Popham and Fort Baldwin, Fort George, Fort Knox, and many other Civil War coastal forts. Very interesting. I don't know a lot about Civil War history. I know the big stuff, but That'd be cool. That'd be cool to go and see it. I did get to see the Hunley once, the Civil War submarine. That was really cool to see. You know something, Jonathan, with the Civil War, there was this, I've talked about it before, but there was this old show back in the 1950s. Hold on. You can hear me typing. But like you forget. So like when we talk about Civil War history and all that, like that feels like ancient history to, you know, everybody living in the United States today. But when you think about it, when you compare the United States to other countries, the United States is crazy young. Like it's an incredibly young country. And the Civil War, you know, when you compare it to all the stuff from other countries, really wasn't all that long ago. And my first, you know, shot at realizing this was when I found this video. And this was an old show from the 1950s, and it's called I've Got a Secret, okay? And what they do in this show is they bring someone on who saw a famous event from history, okay? And they bring this old guy onto the show, and he's like 93, 94 or something in the 1950s. And anyway, this man right here, who is alive and on film, he saw Lincoln get shot. So there is actually video of someone who was alive, who was alive at the time that this was filmed. He saw Lincoln get shot. And I'm like, holy crap. Like cameras have been around long enough for somebody who saw that horrible event actually happen. And they could come on TV and talk about it. Like, and he said he was a little boy when this happened. He was like 4 or 5, and he worked I think he cleaned the floors and everything. And he said that when John Wilkes Booth shot Lincoln, where he was so young, he didn't understand what had happened. Like he heard the bang, and then he looks and he sees a guy. For his words, okay, he thought he saw a guy fall from that balcony down to the stage. And he didn't realize that this man had just shot Lincoln. His first thought was, oh no, that poor guy just fell from the stage. I need to go and help him and make sure he didn't break his leg or something. Like that's what he didn't know what had happened. He didn't know this guy just shot the president and was trying to get away. And I mean, just the fact that there's somebody alive who saw that happen and was talking about it. I mean, it's just Civil War. It really wasn't that long ago in the grand scheme of things with countries. You know, when you talk about countries and everything, it's absolutely insane. Absolutely insane when you think about it. Okay, backing. We've hit the 1 hour mark, so we're going to be switching over to the Q&A here in a minute. And I do need to get the video. I almost forgot about the time change, guys. I almost forgot about that. Crazy 20. Wow. Thank you so much. Hey, Sam, I made my YouTube channel and named it Liner History and made my first video on the Gustav. I wanted to let you know that you and Mike were the prime reason I decided to do it. Thank you for inspiring me. Thank you so much, Crazy. Thank you so much for the 20. And do me a favor, Crazy. Send me a link to it in Discord, and I will check it out when I get a chance. Thank you so much for the 20, and congratulations and good luck on your YouTube journey. I'm glad I could help. Jalen, too, thank you. This time I'm actually sorry. The movie Ship is bad. Okay, thanks, Jalen. It's fine. Don't worry about it. And 5 from Olivia, thank you. I have the Martian audiobook narrated by R.C. Ray. He makes it sound like he's actually Mark Watney. Don't get the Will Wheaton version, though. There's a Will Wheaton version of The Martian. No. The one that I listened to the audiobook. And R.C. Ray, yeah, like that. He's the big reason why I love The Martian so much. Because I'm like, just the way he talks and his sense of humor, I would think something very similar. You know, I would be thinking the way he would in that situation. Like there's a scene where his airlock is leaking oxygen. He goes, I hear a strange hissing sound. So either air is leaking or there's snakes in here. Either way, I'm in trouble. Natalie says, that's the Matt Damon movie. Yeah, that's it. Okay, everybody. So we have officially hit the 1 hour mark. So that means it is time for the Q&A. But as I said earlier, I forgot to buy a new dry erase marker for my marker board. I've got to go and get paper and a pen, just like the old days. Uno momento. Now that stupid chant is stuck in my head. Hamburger, cheeseburger, Big Mac, Whopper. Hamburger, cheeseburger, Big Mac, Whopper. You know what? I'm getting a cheeseburger for dinner. That's what I'm doing. I'm going to Burger King after I get out of here, and I'm going to go get me a cheeseburger. That's what I'm going to do for dinner. I want a cheeseburger. I am going to go get me a cheeseburger after dinner, after the live stream. OMG, LOL. Okay, everybody. So, let's see. Jonathan, too. Thank you. My 82-year-old grandmother was in a house built in 1817. That's crazy. That's crazy. Okay. I got to set up the scoreboard real quick. Maritime history. Give me just a second here, guys. Okay. Maritime, are you still out there, good sir? Everyone else? Maritime, are you still out there, good sir? Make your presence known, Maritime. Are you out there, Maritime? Hello. Let's see, Maritime. Sam, before we start the Q&A, you have 2 seconds to answer. Don't think, just answer. Okay, you know this. Go. What ship sank on November 21st, 1915? 1915. 1916 was Britannic. What? Maritime? November 21st, 1916 was Britannic, not 1915. Did you just get a date wrong? Maritime? Did you get Sam 19 what? May 7th, 1915 is Lusitania. May 27th, 1914 was Empress of Ireland. Wait, what did he say? November 21st, 1915. November 21st, 19. I'm confused. Womp womp. Bro, explain. Okay, hang on. November 21st, 1915. British submarine HMS E-20 was torpedoed and sunk. Let's see here. Sinking. November 21st. The Endurance. Oh, the Shackleton expedition. The Endurance finally broke up and sank on November 21st. I did not know that. Seriously. 1 year before the Britannic. Literally to the day. I did not know that. Holy crap. I had no idea. I did not know that it broke up. And that is insane. Literally a year to the day. A year before. Wow. Holy cow. Okay. Okay. I did not know that one. Okay. Dang on. I mean, I knew the ship sunk, but I never paid attention to what the date was. Funny enough, I was just talking about the Endurance a couple of days ago. Holy crap. I did not know that. Okay. All right, here we all were thinking that Maritime was losing it a little bit. I'm just saying. I mean, Maritime, haha. Yeah, you did. Yeah, I thought you got the year wrong, but okay. I mean, to be fair, Maritime, it's not the first time that you would have gotten the year wrong. I mean, you did think the Titanic sank in 1913, so I mean, it's just, and I can't believe you didn't even know what the Yamatos were. I mean, it's obvious the Yamatos were the first ships built by the Cunard Line in the 1800s. They were called the Yamato class. Some of the most famous passenger ships in the world. I think Maritime's about to lose some brain cells. I think Maritime is about to lose some brain cells right now. I hope you guys know how much fun I have on these live streams. You guys are a blast. I had a craving for a potato chip for some reason. Okay. Joking aside, now I need a drink. Okay. Joking aside, let's get to the Q&A. That way we can all right. Anyway, back to the Q&A. Absolutely. All right. Okay. There we go. Okay, we got the questions. Okay. So, at the end, for all of you who are new here, at the end of every live stream, we do a Q&A where we have the entire chat go up against our residential maritime historian, maritime history. Maritime history, are you out there, good sir? Please make your presence known. How are you doing, maritime? Yes, Ismay. Hi, maritime. Slow mode, Sam. Oh, slow mode. Okay, gotcha. Okay. Slow mode is disabled. Maritime says, I'm always here. Always here, huh? Always here. I seem to remember that you have been late a few times in the past, Maritime, you know? And I mean, it's just, I thought I mean, it's just... Maritime, why are you giving me the stare, Sam? Why is everybody talking about Order 66? All right, anyway, so at the end of every live stream, we do a Q&A. We have the entire chat go up against our residential maritime historian, maritime history. So there are 10 questions here. Now, where Maritime is alone, I do give him a little bit of a handicap. As long as he answers the question within the first few seconds, he'll get a point. But for everybody else, the only thing you have to do is answer the question before him, and you're good to go. And you're good to go. That's all you got to do. All right. And we got 10 questions, and you answer the question when you see the word go pop up in the chat. If you answer early, it will not count. All right, everybody. Here we go. Question 1. Oh, slow mode is off. Okay. Question 1. There we go. Why did the Titanic's first watertight compartment not flood until water spilled over the top of the bulkhead, despite the fact this compartment was breached by the iceberg? Ready, set, go. Geo, I did a typo. Maritime, 4-peak tank, followed closely Titanic Productions. It was the tank. It was the tank. Maritime, Maritime got it. 4-peak tank. He was so fast. 4-peak tank. All right. And with that, Maritime has already pulled ahead. Guys, come on. Don't let him do this. Don't let him do this. Question 2. Okay. This question has 3 parts, and you need to get all 3, okay? You need to get all 3. Listen carefully. There is only one lifeboat davit still standing on the wreck of the Titanic today. Which lifeboats did this davit support during the sinking? Go. Which lifeboats did this davit support? Let's see here. Lifeboat 1, incorrect, Walker. Maritime, davit 1, A, and 1. You're forgetting 1. Oh my gosh. Okay. No. Dustin, lifeboat 1, C, 2, and D. What? 1 starboard front. Oh, heck, I give up. Come on. Seriously, guys? Seriously? Let's see here. Warner, lifeboat 1, collapsible C, and collapsible A. That's it. Warner got it. Lifeboat 1, C, and A. That's what I was looking for. Lifeboat 1, collapsible C, and collapsible A. Warner got it. That's 100% what I was looking for. Lifeboat 1, collapsible C, and collapsible A. That's exactly what I was looking for. That's exactly what I like. Maritime, you know this. No. Hey, Gilbert, what's wrong? Maritime, that wasn't it. That's a tie. Good job. Lifeboat davit number 1, which housed lifeboat 1, collapsible C, and then collapsible A. That was the plan. In your face, Maritime. I knew it was either the port or starboard 1CA or 2D. Is the davit on the port side still standing? Is the davit on the port side still standing? I thought it was only the starboard side one. Or is the port side one still standing as well? I'll shoot that an ad. YouTube stopped telling me about ads. They don't notify me anymore when an ad pops up. Like I used to have a little icon, they would warn me, but they don't do it. I could disable them. Let's see here. Dang it, YouTube, bro. Okay. Anyway, moving on. All right, let's see here. All right, this one's an easy one. You guys are going to get this really quick. Question 3. Not long after the Titanic hit the iceberg, this loud noise was heard all around the ship, and it made communication between the crew difficult. What was the source of this noise? Go. What was the source of this noise? Miles. Miles, Miles, you were typing in Steam so fast that you got, I can always tell when you guys are scrambling on the keyboard. Good job, Steam. Good job. Maritime was second, Steam. Good job. But Miles got it first, so that's a tie. But good job, Miles. I can always just picture you like. That's gonna be a meme now. All right, guys. Here, for all you meme creators out here, call this Sam Fast Typing. There you go. There's a meme for you. There's a meme for you guys. Sam fast typing. Oh, yeah. All right, that's a tie. We are 2-2. There we go. 2-2. Mean created. Awesome. Okay. Let's see here. Question 4. What was the first ship to respond to the Titanic's distress call? Ready, set, go. What was the first ship to respond to the Titanic's distress signal? Maritime, SS Frankfurt, followed closely by Kyle, Frankfurt. Wasn't Carpathia. Carpathia was the ship that made it, but the Frankfurt was the first one to hear the radio signal. Maritime got that one. All right. Current score is 3-2. Current score is 3-2. Okay. Question 5. Why did the Frankfurt have difficulty understanding the Titanic's distress messages? Ready, set, go. Why did the Frankfurt have a hard time understanding the Titanic's distress messages? Kyle, German to English. Good job. Maritime, different language. Aussie, Frankfurt. It was German. Good job. It was the language barrier. Frankfurt was a German ship. Titanic was the English ship. Good job. That's a tie. All right, 4-3. It is still anyone's contest. 4-3. Okay, question 6. Okay, so for this question, okay, you have the opportunity for a bonus point. So everyone else, this is your chance to catch up. And Maritime, for this question, your handicap is removed. I haven't completely removed it, but for this one question, your handicap is removed, okay? So I'm going to answer a question. I'm going to answer a question. I'm going to ask you all a question, but there is a second part to this question that if you answer the question and you get this bonus part, you'll get 2 points. Okay, you have to get the bonus part. All right, and I'm not going to directly tell you the second part, but it's kind of implied. Okay, so answer the question and try to figure out the bonus answer. Okay, so there's 2 parts here. All right, and if you get this, you'll get 2 points. Maritime says question hint. It's Titanic related. It's Titanic related. Okay, here we go. Question 6. Why is it possible that the Titanic's lights did remain on briefly after the breakup, despite the fact the ship's engine room was destroyed when the ship broke? Ready, set, go. So there's 2 parts. I'm looking for 2 things. Emergency dynamos, okay. Okay, emergency dynamos, but you're missing something. Nobody's, okay, I see emergency dynamo, emergency lights, Miles, got that, but you're missing something. No one's got the bonus thing yet. No. There's one little detail that I'm waiting for that I have not yet seen. All right, Kyle was really close. All right, close enough. I was waiting for somebody to mention, Maritime got it. Emergency dynamos kicked in on the stern on D deck. I was waiting. The way I worded the question, I was hoping somebody would mention where they were as well. So the emergency dynamos, but the hint was the fact that the engine room was destroyed. So what I wanted you was to say emergency dynamo and then D deck, where they were on a higher deck. That's what I was looking for. But I saw somebody, so a lot of you said like emergency lights, emergency dynamos, maritime emergency dynamos, stuff like that. A lot of you said that, but I only saw one person before maritime mention the upper deck. So here's what we're going to do. Maritime is also going to get a point because he did get it right pretty quickly. Okay. But somebody beat him to the bonus. Okay. Somebody got the bonus part before him. So what I'm going to do is give everyone else 2 points. Everyone else scored the bonus because somebody else got it before him. So this makes it tied. I think that's fair. I mean, do y'all agree? I think that's fair. I think that is fair. All right. Yep. All right. So it is now a tie game. Oh, whoop, whoop, whoop. Yep. Okay. All right. Thanks, whoever it was. Okay. Let's see here. Maritime, in the recent real-time animations, no lights seem to turn on anymore. Is there new information? So Mike Brady talked about this. He talked about how the steam lines would be severed when the ship broke in two and everything. But a long time ago, there was a Titanic Honor and Glory podcast. They had Tom Linsky, and he was talking to another Titanic historian in it. And I asked a question, and it was in regards to the emergency dynamos and the lights staying on after the breakup. And I asked, like, how long would they have remained on and all that stuff. And the answer that he said was, When the ship broke, it's just like Mike Brady said, the steam lines were severed. But according to this historian, it still would have taken a little bit of time for all of the pressure to leave the system. So even though the ship broke and the steam lines were severed, there may have been enough residual pressure in there to keep the dynamo spinning a little bit longer. Like when I say a little bit longer, I'm talking 10, 20 seconds, maybe less than that. Kind of like, you know how when you pedal a bicycle chain or bicycle pedals and then you stop and they slowly wind down, kind of like that. So the pressure would be there and then the dynamo would have slowly spun and then just slowly stopped. And that would have been the lights glowing red and getting dimmer and dimmer. That's how I took it. I don't know if that's right or if that's even the correct science of how that whole thing. That's based on my understanding of what he said. That's what I'm kind of like the air compressor. Yeah. Like it would just take it a little bit of time to wind down. So that's how I've always understood it, you know. And it makes logical sense anyway. Okay. Question 7. What sinking was the White Star Line's worst disaster before Titanic? Go. What sinking was the White Star's worst disaster before Titanic? Maritime, SS Atlantic. Maritime got that in 2 seconds. He got that in 2 seconds. All right. Hey, Maritime. We are 3 questions from the end. Are you ready to give up your handicaps? You are 1 point ahead. Are you ready to give up your handicaps, Maritime? Are you ready to surrender your handicaps? You're this close to the end. Do you want to surrender your handicaps? Here we go. It's up to Maritime. It's up to Maritime. Does Maritime want to surrender the handicaps? Surrender it, you Yamato. Yamatos never die. Let's do this. Okay, Maritime has surrendered the handicaps. All right. Question 8. Where was the SS Atlantic going when she sank? What was her destination? Go. Where was the Atlantic going when she sank? Dustin, Halifax. That's it. Halifax is what I was looking for. Halifax. Where's Maritime? There he is. Halifax. So Dustin got that one. And Dustin has tied the game. Good job, Dustin. Dustin has tied the game. As soon as I remove them. Right, Maritime? Absolutely. That's Murphy's Law. Question 9. What was the name of the first ship to be built by the new White Star Line? Ready, set, go. What was the name of the first ship to be built by the new White Star Line? Titanic and Britannic Productions, Oceanic, Miles, Queen Mary. No, New White Star, not Canard White Star, Miles. And Maritime was second, but because, who was it? Who got it first? Titanic and Britannic Productions. He got it. So with that, oh boy. All right, final question. If Maritime gets this, then there's a tiebreaker. Okay. If Maritime gets this, and there'll be a tiebreaker. All right. If you all get it, it's game over. All right. Question 10. Why was the Titanic not considered a big deal to those who saw the ship until after she sank? Go. Why was Titanic considered not a big deal until after she sank? Maritime, Old News Olympic. Olympic. And Maritime got that one. Old News Olympic. And with that, it is tied. All right. You guys have a decision to make. Are we going to keep it here at a tie? Or are we going to do one more round? Are we going to keep it at a tie? Or are we going to do a tiebreaker? Are we going to do a tiebreaker? All right, hang on. We're going to do this. We're going to do this as a poll. Start a poll. Tiebreaker. Okay. Tiebreaker. Question mark, exclamation mark, tie. All right. Hang on. Okay. Let's see. Are we going to, all right. Hold on a second, guys. I'm fixing this. Okay. I'm fixing this. Give me just a second. I think some of you already know what I'm up to. Are we going to do a tiebreaker, gentlemen? Are we going to do a tiebreaker? Yes or no? Are we going to do a tiebreaker, gentlemen? Classic Sam. Are we going to do a tiebreaker? Yes or no? Are we going to do a tiebreaker? Yes or no? Are we going to do a tiebreaker? Yes or no? Are we going to do a tiebreaker? I speak Tagalog and English. At this point, they know what you're doing. All right, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. And the winner is yes. Good job. So sometimes I flip the yes and no's. I put yes on the bottom and no on the top. But this time I thought I would flip it back and see if you guys still voted no. But no, you guys got it. All right. All right. I need to think. For a second. What can be a good question? Hold on. Okay, sorry, I had to do something. Okay, what can be a good question? All right, thinking, and the chat is going absolutely bonkers while I walked away. Let's see. All right. Okay, I've got it. This one is for all the marbles. Okay? This one is for all the marbles. What was the name of the world's most powerful battleships used by Japan during World War II? Go. What were the names of the world's most... No way. Kyle, the Yamatos, followed close second by Maritime. Yamato, Kyle got it. Kyle beat Maritime Yamato. Kyle beat Maritime to Yamato. Maritime. What? What, Kyle? Yes. What? What? Kyle beat Maritime to Yamato. His ships. Let's go. Good job, Kyle. I cannot believe that somebody beat Maritime to Yamato. Bum. And with that, everyone else wins. Game, set, and match. So that was a fantastic Q&A. I cannot believe. I thought for sure Maritime would get that one. I thought for sure. Great job, guys. Titanic, this is more like a typing contest. Yeah, probably. But I mean, you still got to know the history. That was a fantastic Q&A, guys. Absolutely fantastic. Absolutely fantastic. All right, everybody. So I would conclude this live stream with like a story from my past or just some kind of crazy thing that I dealt with at one point in time. But it is getting later, and I do want to put the video up. So, guys, thank you guys so much for tuning into this live stream. It was a ton of fun. And as soon as this stream is archived, a new video is going to be released on the Historic Travels channel. I hope you guys enjoy it. Everybody did super chats. Thank you all so much. Everybody did regular comments. Thank you guys so much. And thank you guys all so much for tuning into the stream. It was a ton of fun. And hey, guys, fantastic Q&A. That was amazing as well. Hope you guys liked the video, and I'll see you all in the next one. Have a great night, everybody. Thanks for tuning in.